Welcome back, folks, for another fun reloading stream. How we doing tonight? It is Friday the 2nd, and you might hear some fireworks going off. It's the weekend of the 4th, so the other day we reloaded some festive 9mm. Here we go. Got some festive 9mm bullets here with the red, white, and blue. If you missed that, go check out that stream we did. But today we're going to be loading some 350 Legend. And we don't actually need the dies. I don't know why I have the dies up. I have some brand new Starline brass here. GGW, welcome aboard, sir. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. It does look like you're first. Alrighty. Oh yeah. There it is, it's working. Who else do we have there? Make sure to hit the little thumb up thingy so everyone else can know that we're going live. And then make sure to say hey in the chat. Look at that, that's weird, whoa. Jake, what's up, brother? How we doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. Can I change the colors on this? See how everyone's names are the same colors? I want that to be different. I don't know how to change that. Yeah, I'm going to screw it up. I don't want to play with it. So is anybody loading for the 350 Legend yet? It's still a somewhat new new cartridge, right? Still somewhat new. Couple years maybe. New for me at least. So we're using the Hornady 170 grain soft points. These are pretty wicked, not gonna lie. Delaney, what's up, brother? How you doing? There we go. Ooh, focus. There it is. Sizing some 223 right now. Heck yeah. Oh god, we had a blowout. My box broke. But maybe we'll use some of those up. So that's what we're using here. Now, how about this way? Boom. We're using this thing. I've got some new Starline brass. So we're not going to be sizing with our dies today, but we'll be doing our seating and crimping. Ooh, so clean. What is up, Alaska Andy, Novus Reloader? Everybody doing good so far? Who's got some fun plans for the 4th? Or tomorrow even? Or do you have Monday off? What are y'all doing? Alright, we got our Starline brass, but you guys need to help pick me out some powder here. We can use our Shooter's World SBR SOCOM. It's supposed to be sort of their copy of 1680. And they have data for that right here in their manual. So we can try that out. We also have H110, also known as Winchester 296. We can use some of them. We've got some Shooter's World Heavy Pistol. And that's supposed to be their version of accurate number 9, which we have data for in here as well. And then we have 2400, a favorite of many. So, you know, what should we use here? What have you guys used before? Range time tomorrow for GGW. Johnny picked up a NOE 60 grain 4 cavity mold. That sounds awesome. I have the Lee 55 grain mold, but I haven't worked with it much, so I don't have a great load for those yet. I want something heavier though, so it's easier to make move slowly, you know. Family lunch tomorrow, a Rapids game, and fireworks show on the 4th. Heck yeah, brother. Not a bad idea to resize anyway for uniformity. Well, Mr. William, how are you this evening? Should we do it? Should we resize them anyways? Why not, you know? We got all night. I have already loaded, let me see here. I had 10 rounds of the heavy pistol. I just started low because I know it's not exactly accurate number 9. So started a little bit lower at 19.3 grains with this. I lost the second piece of brass, whoops. But then I went all the way to 22 grains. And there's no pressure on any of them. But they all did cycle the gun. That's just barely flattened on the primer, so nothing to worry about. Yes, resize the new brass. That seems to be the consensus. Well, we can do that. Other than building freedom pellets, what do you got planned? Well, they're supposed to have a fireworks show, a whole bunch of food trucks and fun stuff down here by the river. So we're going to do that with the wife and the mother-in-law, and that'll be Sunday. But tomorrow's range day with whatever we end up with here. So, you know, that's my weekend. And then I actually get Monday off, so holy crap. Alright, so we're going to resize our brass to make everyone happy. I understand. Do we try the 9mm that we made up with the 700X? So, I shot one round in the Hellcat, and it functioned, but it flew into the range, and I couldn't recover it. And I was shooting with a bunch of family anyways, so I didn't want to be testing some weird stuff. So I still have 9 more of those to try out. But it did function. It locked back, and it wasn't like super heavy recoil or anything. So our 2 point whatever grain charge of that ended up working. More to come later. How about that? Mr. AR Gun 17. 76. How we doing? Good seeing you again. Long time no see. So what powder do you think we should use, guys? Should we look at some data and maybe look at velocities and all that fun stuff? What do we got here? So actually I kind of want to test a couple powders. I want to go further with my heavy pistol here. I want to do maybe 3-shot groups since I have 9 pieces of brass left. I'll pick a couple charges and do 3-shot groups with that. So I will be using a heavy pistol, I believe. We'll load up 9 of those. So then you guys need to pick a second or potentially third powder to try out. How about that? Mr. Rawlis, how you doing? Good evening. From the side of I-24 southeast of Nashville. Well, hey, I take 24 westwards to Clarksville. How about that? All right, well, I guess we can start sizing our brass while we think about which powders. But DJ says 2400. Let's have a look here, see what we can get out of that bad boy. And don't worry, YouTube, this is all for educational purposes. I'm not copywriting or doing anything like that. 300 blackout, 30-06. Somewhere in here. There we are. Look at this little itty bitty section on the 350 Legend. Ain't that cute? Here, let's move in. Maybe that'll persuade you one way or another. Focus! Is it twerking? Can you read? So we've got one vote for 2400 at least. Anyone else? Jake says, I know nothing about 350 Legend, but needing pistol powder surprised me. I thought it would have been closer to 30. 30! Well, I guess it's pretty much dimensionally similar to a 357 Maximum. It's just got the different case head to run in the auto loaders and all that fun stuff. It's a very similar burn rate selection to like 300 Blackout. So that's pretty cool since I had all these on hand for 300 Blackout, right? So with 2400, we can go between 21.7 and 22.8 grains and potentially get to 2100 feet per second, which isn't too bad. And they actually use a 16-inch barrel, which is exactly what I've got. So this data should be, you know, pretty somewhat usable, right? A good prediction potentially. Novus Reloader look in the Lee book. I actually bought the newest version of the Lee book. It says it was updated for 2021. They don't have it at all. So, Mr. James Pollard, how you doing today, sir? So yeah, I've got H110, also 296, which they put at 20 and or 26 and 26.1 as a max charge there. But that's all the way at 2250, which is quite a bit hotter than our potential 2400 load. And this could potentially end up as like a deer load if I get one that's really accurate or something, so that extra 150 feet per second could, you know, mean a lot for penetration or, you know, whatever. Seriously consider building a 350 Legend? Well, I just bought a $200 Bear Creek Arsenal upper that cost me about $350 because I bought it at the height of the stupidity. And yeah, there we are. Gotta Rip It today. Today's stream is not sponsored by Rip It, but it will be an integral part to the production here. Yep. Failed to find it and realize it came up in the, actually, they don't put it in the big manual, but the die set comes with data. Believe that or not. I'm pretty sure they just copied and pasted this from the Hodgdon website. You would do the powder with the most economical stats. Well, that would definitely be heavy pistol, so that's why I started with that. And I have a bunch of that stuff. Here, come on, let's get this thing to focus and we can read some lead data. Come on. There we go. So this is basically copied straight off of the Hodgdon website, I believe. Notice that they only have Hodgdon, Winchester, and IMR powders, much like the Hodgdon Reloading Data Center. And they don't even list our 170 grain bullet, but we could start with our data with the 180, and that'll give us a little headroom actually, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Used to love them Rip-Its. Reminds you of deployment. Well, I've never been deployed, but I'm tired. So, you know, we've got that in common. So yeah, H110 here. 24 grain says 2079. But that seems pretty low because our, Hornady data back here says we can hit 2250 with 26 grains, so not a great comparison. We'll put the lead data away. It's a little less than useful. All right, come on. My desk is a mess. But we can check out the Shooter's World data as well. I think they have some good numbers, but I forget. Stick that in there, yep. They don't actually have data for heavy pistol, but in the very back, the SBR SOCOM isn't available to the European market, so they don't sell it under their Kthx designation. So it says right up top here, reload data is not published by Kthx. Whereas if you go right over here next door, it says this powder here, the D060, can also be used in the Kthx guide. So they have stuff for the European market, which are all of these, and then the very last powder is just for us in America here. But that's cool. I guess it was actually made for Southern Ballistics Research. Apparently they're into the 458 SOCOM. Anyways, here we are at the bottom. They actually list our Hornady bullet, thankfully. There we are. 24 grains starting out at 2037. Or we can go all the way to 29.3 grains and hit 2300. Which would be pretty nice, right? And it's all the way down at 52,000. What's the max for Sammy? Probably 55 or something. So we might be able to go somewhere near that. Still be safe and not beat up our brass at least. What do y'all think? James is thinking about getting an upper. GGW just bought one. Oh, nice. Bear Creek 20-inch stainless steel. I wanted a 20-inch barrel, but they had a 16, and I'm not that worried about it. I'll probably end up with a bolt gun someday, and that'll be a 20 or 22-inch barrel. Meh. So we've got an H110 vote and a 2400 vote. We'll let that stew while we get to sizing our brass. How about that? So since we're sizing, I need our old pieces here. Oh, look what I have for the shelf of shame. I just really wanted to seat that primer. You can laugh at me, it's okay. Happy birthday, America, land of the free and brave. Absolutely. I wore this awesome American flag t-shirt today. I walk around work giving all my buddies little Ziploc baggies full of these guys. And we'll say that freedom was had at work today. Can you guys do that at your workplace? Okay, anyways, I gotta size this brass. We gotta size these once fired pieces for our heavy pistol. And then we'll do what, 10 shots of 2400? 10 shots of 2400 maybe? Ooh yeah, pop in the back. Alright, get this thing out of the way. 1, 2, 3 testing. Are we alive? Did I break it? That's what you get for setting the phone on the interface. Fuck. Ooh. Yellow. I think we're back, right? I think we're good. Alright. Sorry folks for the technical difficulties. Thank you for hanging in. Make sure to stop by the concession stand, get a refreshment, and thank you again for stopping by. Anyways, I like to store my shell holders upside down so I can actually get them. I don't know what you guys missed what I was saying, but that's why I put them upside down generally. Consider picking up a Charge Master. What's your thought on getting one? The Charge Master. I've never used one, but it would be super convenient. I'll tell you what. Even just to get, get close and then trickle up. Or it doesn't have the 2 spouts and it trickles at the very end. Fired! I'm sorry. That's what happens when you're using equipment from the 2000 and teens, Whoopsie. Should I just use a little bit of the Imperial wax so I can wipe it off real easy? Or should I use the lanolin spray, even though that might get into our case and then we don't want that? What do you guys think? Because I don't want to tumble them right now. Probably just use a little bit of Imperial. Great. Sounds perfect. Also, I'm curious if our once fired brass will, once sized, fit into our case gauge, because I've picked up all of this brass from the range and I need a small base sizer to get it to actually fit completely in the gauge. So must have been Soundcraft. Yeah, I've not had many good experiences with them in the past, but we'll leave that for another discussion. Anyways, we'll get our dies set here. Doop, 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 doop. Do not use the spray, says Jake, because he's a wise man. Both a gentleman and a scholar. Hello from Norway. Well, greetings to Norway. That's awesome. Welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Imperial is a great product. Well, there you go, folks. That's all you need to know. If you're wondering what we're talking about, there it is. Focus! Extremely high lubricity for case forming and full-length resizing. Will not stick or gall cases in die. Use sparingly. That's true. Use it sparingly. I like the box your computer's sitting on. They're pretty cool. They used to contain a bunch of primers, but now they're empty, and I'm setting the computer on them, so that's where we're at. Got any good jokes? What's up, Smash Time? How you doing, brother? I don't have jokes that are suitable for this current broadcasting situation. So we'll just, yep. How are you doing this evening? Alright, we'll put this aside. There we go. Get our little case gauge out. Excuse me. And I need to find some paper towels or something to wipe our lube off of this stuff here. Don't worry, it's just over here. Wow. Don't drop it. Lead bullets for life, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Sorry you're late, just loaded up another vintage video. Oh, everybody go check it out. If you're not already, make sure to check out Lead Bullets for Life and subscribe to him. I'll go check that out here in a bit. Okay, we got something to wipe our lubricant off with. We'll go like this. Alright, cool. I got room to... Nope. Bumping the camera. What if we came this way? Beep. That's probably not any better, but it'll do. So I'll try these first 9 once fired cases. And then we'll do some of the new ones as well. Oh, come on. Okay. If you're not familiar, your Imperial wax, just a very little bitty bit. See how my finger's shiny? That's all you need. Just barely get her around it. See, looky there. Not even tumbled. Now let's get a stuck case here live on camera. Boop. Beautiful. There we are. Let's see. Well, now, Johnny, this is a PG chat here. Okay, we're done being all slick here. Will it fall in? Oh, I love Starline, so good. Because all this Winchester and Browning and I think a couple pieces of Hornady or Federal, all the stuff I found from the range does not resize the base properly. So maybe my load wasn't hot enough to totally fire form into the chamber, but I'm rocking with it. I'm going with it. Let's do some others. Imperial Wax had it for many years. Well, that's because you're a wise man. Oh yeah. We'll have to check out our trim length and all that fun stuff. But this is pretty much a pistol case, and it headspace is right here off the mouth, just like your 9mm or something. And your pistol stuff doesn't grow that much. But however, I'm not experienced enough to actually give you any real data. But that's what I've heard. Oh yeah, look at her go. In and out. Oh yeah. That one felt a little tighter. I guess we probably are increasing in charge, whatever that one was. 21.5. So maybe we'll find some that don't totally get resized down. So that's a taper crimp. That's what comes with it from the factory with the combination seating die, which I hated. So I got the factory crimp die, which is the collet style. And I have had much better luck with that one so far. Okay, this one, see? More pressure. It fire formed to the chamber, probably more than one of those lighter loads. And now it's not smooth and it's not going to fall out. So, yeah. Let me just make sure it's not too much lube or something silly. Have a Q-tip here. Make sure the case isn't dirty. Or sorry, the gauge. Yeah, a little bit. Also notice the surface rust because I'm touching it with my gross oily hands. But we'll live, right? Okay, goes in pretty easily. But come on, that took a little persuasion to get out. What is this? 21.4. So wait, what was this one? I wiped it all off. Ah! Oh well. 21.4. Let's see. There we go. I gotta size it first, dummy. Do you guys have a bunch of fireworks going off near you? My neighborhood's been just blowing up all night. It's been kind of quiet for the last little bit though, but it's getting later. Maybe the little kids are going to bed. Ooh, yeah, see, this might have been a lighter load, I guess. But I feel like, I'm getting a nice cam over here with the die. So we should be getting all of them sized the same amount, right? Does anybody load like 450 Bushmaster? Or anything else like that? With the same straight wall sort of thing going on? Jake's got fireworks big time. Okay. Let's give it a whirl. That one went straight in and out at 19.9. So yeah, these lighter charges aren't fully fire forming the case. You load the 4570. Do those stretch out a whole lot? Oh, this is our top load here. 22 grains. 22 grains, but as you can see, it's barely flattened. Come on. Come on. Maybe. Anyways, you can see our primer's pretty rounded, and there's no pressure. It didn't tear up the rim of it at all, so still a fairly light pressure as far as near the max. But let's see if it fully fire formed our case. Okay. Nice plunks. Thanks, bro. Been working out, We'll see what happens to our maximum charge here. What the heck? Do I have to go and resize that other one? La 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 la. Where is it? 20.8. Right in and right out. 21.1. Right in and right out. Damn it. Mystery. Right in and not quite right out. Get out of there. Oh, come on. Bonk. Okay, let me try to resize it again, I suppose. There we go. We'll try this again. Very little stretch, if none at all. You only trim new brass to make sure they're all the same. Does the 4570 headspace off of the case mouth, or it has a rim, right? But it's still like a revolver doesn't stretch at all really either, so it's probably the same sort of thing because there's no neck to stretch out. Alright, let's try this one again. Ugh. Came out easier, but whatever. Let's try the other ones and make sure, yeah. Okay, this one we need to size. No, I thought I sized it. Was that one that didn't go? Bleh. What the heck? Let's try it again. Wondering what is the normal price for Trail Boss? Well, last time I got a bottle, the only time I ever got a bottle, I think it was $20 for the 9-ounce little can. So like a little over half a pound for $9. Alright, leave it off, try it again. See? Whatever charge this one was doesn't go all the way in. This is why I believe I need a small base sizing die. Yeah. Anyways, I'm fairly confident that it'll still chamber. Okay, get out. Don't get stuck. So I'm going to roll with it anyways. Alright, this one says 20.2. Probably going way excessive on the lube here, but whatever. Oh, hey, guess what? Your AVG antivirus free has expired. Well, get over it. Put it in backwards to check the rim. Hey, you're smart. Is it the same diameter here on the legend? Or is that like a thing? Or do you mean this backwards? I don't know how to put it in the hole, James. You'll have to help me on that. 300 cases sized, ready for trimming. Now you're waiting to trim tonight. Well, you know that you want to get a head start on it because trimming 300 cases totally blows. Did you say $9? No, sorry, it's a 9 ounces instead of a pound. Because it's so bulky, the 1 pound jug only holds 9 ounces. So it's like a half a pound for the price of a pound. If that makes any sense. Sorry. Okay, this one just has lube on it still, that's why it's stuck. But there's that one that's just a wee bit bigger. We'll get over it. 21.7. This was our second highest charge. In case I was sticking, the rim may have expanded. That's totally possible because I'm using an AR platform, so it's getting all shook around with the bolt head and all that, and the ripper-offer ejectory guy. It's most likely a burr or something like you were mentioning. But there we go. There's our 9 old cases, and I guess we'll pick out. Are we only doing 2400 or should we do 2400 and H110? So for the heavy pistol that I have those 9 cases, I'm going to do 3 3-shot groups with those. But the other 2 powder, I want to start at the maximum and work down by like 3/10. And then that way when I go to shoot, I can work up and see where it functions and where I start to see pressure. So I'll have 10 shots for whatever powder, 9 for the heavy pistol. So, we need 10 of them. Don't you just love the new brass? Wow. Anybody bought from Starline before? Any comments or questions or concerns you'd like to share with the class? Nine. 10. Let me get him first. Okay. I guess I should get out a loading blocky thing. Try not to... I put the phone back on the interface that cut out the audio. I put it back there because I'm a dummy. Oops. Loading block, where are you? Well, this looks fancy. No, it doesn't. We'll go with the old trusty RCBS tray. Sorry, let me move all this crap over. My desk is kind of a mess. There we go. See, so these new ones, oh, just perfect. Woo! We'll go ahead and size them. Starline is nice when you can find it. Yeah. That's kind of how everything is. It's like, is it available? Cool, I'll take one. Or before you can decide that much at least, it goes out of stock, so you don't really get to pick. You guys, I know with 350 swear by Starline brass. I think it's because the walls are a little bit thinner, so it chambers easier. If you're using an AR, it has a better time coming in and out of the mags and the chamber and all that action. Or something like that. But again, I'm uneducated on the subject so far. Yeah, I'm using very little lube here. Hardly anything. But our lube's really only on the outside of the case, so it's not a big deal if it stays on the case. It's not going to contaminate our powder or anything like that, but I'll get them all wiped off here at the end. If you guys haven't done so far, make sure to hit the little thummy thing so more people can see that we are live here. Because, you know, YouTube really loves what we're doing, and they do their best to not let other people know that we're doing it. And all that fun stuff. One more for the 2400 load. And then I think I want to try the SBR. Because I feel like H110 will be a freebie. Like it'll just work and be good and awesome. Because H110 and the 300 Blackout is pretty much like that. You can put any amount in it within the listed range and you're good to go. You can find accuracy all over the place. Alright, I guess we'll do 10 more. We'll do 2400 and SBR. Sound good? All right. Up. No. Just dropped a quarter. Need another. Welcome back, Mr. AR. Glad to have everybody here. Thanks again for joining. So how's everybody doing locally as far as able to find components and things available? I've heard people, their Bass Pro Shop or whatever, they'll see all the flavors of primers sitting there, but they're like $75 or so, I believe. for the good old 1,000 pack. And I think it's still probably limit 1. But I guess they're out there. Couple more here. So GGW, you said you just got your upper, or you just ordered it? You just got it in, right? So far, I am pleased with the star line. Very nice. Like that press. Oh, she's a beauty. The good old Rock Chucker 2, the RC2. Known for its horribly bad primer catching tray system. Not bad, but just inefficient, sort of. Waiting on FedEx. Well, that sounds likely. They actually got mine, I think. It said it was 2 weeks delayed before they'd even ship it to me, and then they sent it out in probably 4 business days, so that was cool. And then, 2 or 3 days later, it showed up at my door. And there were no porch pirates to have been seen stealing it, so that's even greater. Okay, we got all of our stuff sized. We're done here. Beautiful. Alright, so we got a prime next, right? We need to put primers in this bad boy, or should we expand our case mouth? Let's expand it before we put the explosives into it. How about that? Is that fair? Did I put it over here? Did I put it over here? There it is. Universal case expanding die. Far superior to the crappy powder through die that they include. Yeah, that was not set up for this bullet. That was for blackout. If you've never seen this, pull out the end, you get 2 little plugs, and there's 4 combinations of that or whatever. We'll try this one, see what happens. We got a big long case, but I don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, let's put the lubricants away. Put the lubricant away. We don't need the toothbrush. Although it's important to have a good toothbrush. Move this guy. Okay. And we need a case. Yes. Are we going to hit it? No, we're already hitting it. Maybe I have to take out one of these. Yeah, let's do that. So as you can see, if you have a case of a certain height, you can just completely remove one. And then we'll fit. Isn't that neat? There we go. I'm not sure if I like the little itty bitty Dylan lock rings unless it's on the Dylan. They work, but it's not the best. Alright, we gotta come down a hair, boo, we'll give that a try. Just enough to barely get our projectile started. That's kind of close, but I want a little bit more. Don't know if we did anything to it. But that'll work, right? It's not going anywhere. That should give us proper alignment, don't you think? Focus. Maybe just a little bit more. Also, yeah, you're like, what? You have to expand the case mouth for a rifle? You do if it's a straight wall. For some things, I suppose. I guess there's always exceptions, so I'm not going to say always. But that setting should do just fine. So what primers should we use? We have CCI 400s, CCI 450s, which are the Magnum rifles. And I think we have Fiocchi small rifle Magnum as well. And a CCI 41 small rifle Magnum primer. What do y'all think? I think this first test was a 400 or a 450. I didn't take good notes on it. I just wrote the powder charge. Okay, got them. Eventually, I'll set up my Dillon with a tool head because it shares the shell plate with the blackout and the 223 because it's got the same case head. And then I can use the expander powder funnel for or from my 38 Special, I believe. So I've got my funnel covered and I've got my shell holder covered. And that's all that comes in the conversion kits. So I should be good without buying anything on the Dillon. Do they have to be Magnum? No, not at all. We can do standard 400s. I think the first loading I did was a 400, so we should probably just stick to the standard. Unless anyone thinks otherwise, what primer should we use? Got a few more. Alrighty. It's your barbecue. Well, see, I haven't made this barbecue enough to quite have the rub down, if you know what I'm saying. So, let's just go with the standard 400. That sounds good, right? Is that the open pack? Shoot. One of these guys. You? There we go. Ah, I found them. Okay. Excuse me. 400 it is. He tried standard and Magnum in the 300 blackout with H110. The standard chronoed better and grouped better. Well, 400s it is. I have to. We'll get our what is it? The RAM prime out next here. for our small rifle standard number 400 primers here. And today we do not need our super awesome MTM tactical match grade flip tray. We can use the standard RCBS flip tray 2. It's a classic, and we're not trying to push it, so we don't need the match grade Magnum flip tray. Well, what happened there? What do we need, 29 of them? There's 25. We need 4 more. I'm going to screw this up somehow. Got to cover up 6 of them. That's a good math. Good job, dummy. You did good math. That's that good old Indiana public schooling. Miss Caitlin, hello there. How are you doing this evening? There we go. Oh crap. Which one was it? I forgot one of the plungers. There we go. Got to put it back in the old expander. There we go. Need the RAM prime. Here we go. Have you seen the new version of this? There's a freaking new one, and I want to spend $8 and buy it, but I don't need it at all. And it's probably like $30 instead of $8. So who knows? Put your shell holder in your shell holder. And this is actually the large primer RAM. Oh God. Ugh. I can't get it out. Oh my God, it's so tight. It hurts my fingers. Holy crap. Howie! I don't want to screw it up, but let's get some tools involved. Where are we at? That'll work maybe, I hope. Let's try this. Oh, that was easy, but I just lost the spring. Spring is important. Stand by. Spring sighted. Spring sighted. All is well. Okay, sorry. I have to change out the little plunger to the small one. Whoops. Don't let your spring fly across the room. Okay. Put some things down, dummy. You don't have 6 hands. There we go. We got to put the thing in the hole. And then the bouncy part goes around the thingy. And then if you hold it from here, it won't go flying when you put it in here. Urgh. Why is it so tight? Oh yeah. There it is. You made it work, see? Whatever. Well, yeah, big hole in my thumb. That was good. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's a tight fit. Alright. Let's play Try Not to Spill the Primer. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, give it about 90 degrees and another little press just to make sure. Oh, it's beautiful. And I guess this one does have a little nick here on the side of the case from the extractor. Yeah, maybe right there. You can see the little shiny spot. Meh. Maybe that was what was getting hung up. I'm not too worried about it because, again, it chambers in the gun. So if it is just a little burr, there we go. Beautiful. That goes up here, dummy. There we go. Ooh, fireworks. The sound of freedom via China. Or whoever else makes cheap explosives. India, maybe? I don't know, man. Yeah, these are all the once fired cases, and the pockets feel great. There we go. Beautiful. Four-way does sound pretty great, by the way. You need paperwork to buy guns, specifically semi-auto rifles. Well, at least you get them, right? But do you have to like have a safe and have it bolted and locked and all these things to where you can't actually use it to defend yourself? Or can it just be out freely, one behind every door like a good American? Alright, cool. That went smoothly. Reading the warning label on the ammo you got today. What does it say? Speaking of awesome ammo and labels, look at this guy. It says 570 or maybe 520. This is some 38 special. 158 grain Lubaloy nickel plated case. Inside lubricated, oil proof. Part number 38S1P. Yeah, isn't that cool? These Western cartridges are produced under exacting, I can't read, conditions for superior accuracy and performance. Lubaloy coated bullets ensure freedom from leading. Non-corrosive primers. Can't read it there. Yeah, it's really good. Yep. Look at these cases though. They all had sealant on them. And they're all nickel. Isn't that sweet? Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool, huh? Anyways, got that from some in-laws, so that was awesome. Thanks again to them. Alright, we got some more priming to do here. And we just hit the 1 hour mark. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out. Appreciate y'all spending your time here. I need to move these around. Because I keep reaching at the primers and it's like, it's like over here and I'm trying to do the strong hand grip to try and pick up the little primer. So now we'll just put them right here. Make sure I hit the camera too. It says, keep out of reach of children and incompetent people. Well, that makes sense, you know. That makes sense. Okay, I think we're more better organized here. My stuff just gets kind of cluttered. Everything needs to be bolted in a safe. And we not defend ourselves. That's just for the criminals. Oh, man. I am sorry, my friend. You don't get to exercise your, rights as a human to defend yourself against real criminals. But at least you still get to experience them, like you said, after some fun paperwork. Mexico's producing the cheap fireworks. That's probably a likely case. And they're closer. But I don't know. We have some people that are really into China these days, it seems. 10 more after this guy here. So is anyone going shooting tomorrow, or even on the 4th, or Monday? You get Monday off, you're going to go to the range. Is that probably a good plan, right? Hey, Mr. AR Guns, you have a wonderful night. We will see you next time. Thanks for stopping in. A few more here, and then we will be on to tediously measuring powder. Mr. Brad Gant, how are you doing this evening? Welcome aboard. You guys are just now catching on, or getting in here. We're loading the 350 Legend. I see I'm late. Well, that's not your fault, totally, because I just decide to randomly go live whenever, but yeah, man, you're late. What the heck? We've been waiting on you, Brad. We're disappointed. We'll let it slide this time, but next time, Brad, Brad's right here on the chat. Just kidding, brother. Good to have you. Welcome. Alright, we're done priming. We'll get this off the table here. And then our first powder, once I get all situated, we're going to be using some Shooter's World Heavy Pistol, aka Accurate number 9. So we'll be starting there. Must be nice, stuck in traffic. Well, that could be because you're staring at your phone and not driving. Did I hit it again? Hello? Hello, testing. Yeah. Well. Did I break it? Oh, 1, 2. Yeah. Oh. Man, apparently I need a new cable. Sorry about that, folks. Need to get the old soldering iron out and fix some stuff. Do we own a hand primer? I do not. Mr. Chris, and how are you this evening? Okay, let's try not to hit the thing anymore, dummy. Must be the high quality Soundcraft equipment. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, our first 9 charges. We're going to be using heavy pistol here. Let me I'm going to get my dummy round out. We're going to set up our seating die just so I can have that set so that I can have my 3 charges of whatever and then seat it so I don't spill powder everywhere. So let me find our dummy. Oh yeah. Here's the dummy. There's the Starline dummy though. Need the Starline dummy. Need the shell holder. Here we are. And here's the taper crimp seating die that I'm going to make sure doesn't taper crimp at all. Because we have the factory crimp die. Pull that guy way out. Gotta go till I feel it crimp and then pull it off from there. Got the lock ring on though, so... Okay, now I'm hitting the case. We're going to come out about a turn or 6 or whatever. Lock down our ring. I think they're talking about people in our government making laws against gun owners. They're always doing that. Ooh, is that as far as we got to go down? Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. This is also another issue I've had with this die. That's how big my seating stem is. I mean, like, I don't want to crimp my case, so I have to have the body of the die out this far. And then you have to put your stem down from there. So, not a lot of room to work with. But anyways, good to go. So now, come over to this mess. I need to clean up a little bit. Keep the old checker handy. Ammo box. 29 rounds aren't going to fit there. Meh. Oh, look. We forgot about this one that's got the new brass. Okay, done with primers. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. Get this old brass that apparently doesn't want to fit in my gun out of the way. We're not doing 2400 or SBR just yet, and H110 we'll pass on for today. So we need to get all this extra crap out of the way so we don't blow ourselves up. 2400, that'll be next. And then SBR maybe after that. Okay. Okay. Put the pliers back since we are done priming. We need our dirty ass old scale. Looks like your bench. Here, how about we get you guys level? There it is. Looks like your bench. Well, yeah, it's a little messy. Have you thought about trying the RCBS accessory plate to reinforce the press? You know, that sounds totally logical and smart. But yeah, maybe someday. Eventually. I'm still working on this same Rip-It, and it's not very cold anymore, so, you know, it's about at the end of its life. Let's see if our scale is kind of going to zero for us. Well, that was easy. Look at that. Okay. Move them. Oh, look at all the room for activities in here now. Start with our crappy digital scale that you can't even see. Okay. No, I don't think I'm going to use the trickler or the thrower or anything. I'm just going to use the scoop because I'm only doing 10 of each. It shouldn't take too long. But first we need to actually decide on our charges, right? Heavy pistol, I went up to 22 grains. So I'm going to do three shot groups, one of them being 22 grains. So should I go down in half grain increments and see if we find accuracy up to a grain lower, or go like 2/10 or 3/10 under that charge? Let's see what velocity we're actually going to get. There we go. So pretend I'm using accurate number 9, which is going to be our top one here. And I'm not even close to the max. I'm 7/10 under that. So I guess I could bump it up, but I'd rather extend my brass life a little bit and not get it all chewed up. So we're at 22 grains, which should be right around 2150-ish or so. Meh. Should we push higher, or should we look for an accuracy spot? Let me get something to write with, and we'll get our charges here. Way to be prepared, dummy. There's a pen. And look, some paper. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Shooter's World, heavy pistol, 22 grains, 3 shots. And then should we go to 22 or 21.5, go down from there? Or do a smaller jump? Vote for accuracy. Tune down for accuracy. Okay, good work. So should we jump? Yeah, half grains, whole grains. I started all the way down at like 19.5 or something. It's 4/10 in the book. Well, hey, 21.4 to 21.9, that's 5/10, mister. Found the node, brother. Good call. Yep. All right. Should we go like 21 point something, obviously? Boop. 21.8 or 21.7? How about 7? Yeah. 21.7, and then that'd take us down to 21.4. Does that make sense? 3 shots each. That should give us a decent idea. I'll be shooting them at probably 50 yards because I have iron sights, and I'm blind because I wear glasses. Wow. Does that look reasonable? Sure, why not? Deal. We'll roll with it. I guess we can put this here in the bookmark. I have old eyes. We'll see. Since I've got just iron sights on this gun, you know, I'll be hunting with it in some thick woods. So 50 yards is probably as far as I'm even going to be able to take a shot, honestly. Brent says 5H. I don't disagree with you. But I only have 9 cases left for this powder, so I'm going to divide that up into 3s. Alright. Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. What's up, Mark? How we doing this evening? Welcome aboard. I thought you said you had to work, mister. Or you must be on break. Okay, so our first charge, 21.4. Put my book across the room like an idiot. Yeah, 21.4, we'll do 3 of those. How about I just write it on the case? Check this out, I'm gonna cheat. 21.4, it tells us exactly what it is. Then we'll try to cover up any old, oh look, 21.7, no, 21.4. I guess I could have used that for this group, but whatever. 21.7. And then 22. Oh, look, that one already says 22. 22.0. I meant reading the manual. Well, that makes more sense. Sorry for the confusion, sir. All right, let's do this. Now remember, this is a crappy digital scale. I've got a phone nearby. We've got crappy lights nearby. I've got a laptop here. I've got an air conditioning vent over here. So I'm just going to get close and then move over to this actual scale. The old D5 Lyman O house. Just to verify where we're at. Then I will need a funnel. And then a bullet. And we'll be seating. I guess we got to be able to see all that crap. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to scoop in here and go for it. Get our scale turned on. There's no sense in trying to get this thing to warm up at all because it turns off every like 30 seconds or something. So there's no sense in that. I'm just going to use it to get kind of close. And then we'll get it dialed in over on the Lyman again. Yeah, there we go. Getting low. Ooh. Let's see what approximately a scoop will give us. 23. A little high. 21.6. Oh, yeah. And you got to kind of bump it because it'll lock into whatever it was at. It's 21.1-ish. And I have it at 22. That's not right. We need 21.4. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, we're getting there. And there's text in the way. There it is. Okay, yeah, we need about 2/10 here. Oh, I just totally missed the pan. There we are. If you have not seen it, it's a very fine ball powder. Ooh. Pretty cool. All right, 21.4 funnel. Let's actually see if this will agree. 21.6 on this guy. Let me make sure. Yeah, I don't trust the crappy digital one, but it helps you get close, right? Works for me. You're off at 0300 today. Woo! Nice. Here's our case fill. That's hard to see, right? Huh. It's not too full. We're about in here somewhere. We'll be in bed by then. Yes, that's the plan. Okay, so I'm actually going to set the first 3 aside just so we can look at the powder fill and make sure they all look pretty good. And then I'll seat all 3 of those at one time. Oh, too much. Although it says 21.5, that could be close. Ooh, it's not lying this time. We'll take out more and work back up, right? Did you zero the beam scale? Well, yeah. I put it on 0 and it was level. Alright, 21.4. Oop. Dump that bit out there. Kinda, yeah, it was a kinda zeroed it. Yeah, okay. Funnel. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty similar to me. I'm sure my desk is all kinds of not level, and my knee's bumping it right here, so it's not at all scientific. 21, oh shoot, way too much there. Maybe not, 21.5, we'll take out a bit. Somebody get me up to speed. Well, sir, today we are reloading the 350 Legend. I'm going to spill this everywhere. Ugh. The Hornady 170 grain, 355 diameter soft points. For the 350 Legend, right now we are using Shooter's World Heavy Pistol with some CCI 400 primers. And there's our powder. We got one more and then we'll actually seat these 3. Yeah, that's a nice, really small ball powder. Doesn't stick on your funnel. Oh yeah. See if we can get a view of this case fill here. Need a new digital scale. Yeah, this was like one of them, $15 jobs off Amazon. It takes a single AAA battery and it turns off every 30 seconds. It's pretty good, What do we look like here? Doesn't look like anything. Let me try this. Shoot. Get the old flash 'em light app. Ooh. They look pretty level, right? Or pretty even. Come on, there's a camera in the way. Yeah, they look similar enough, right? Good enough for YouTube. Okay, now let's seat these bad boys. Sorry for the camera work. It's top class, I know. But until I get about 17 cameras and I can just push a button to change the angle we need to see, then we're going to have to go with this route. Oh yeah, see, we seated just perfectly in there. Not totally perfect, but we'll get it before we get into here. Looks like 296. Yeah, it does. Well, that's pretty. I need to actually, we'll check our overall length here. The book says 2.245. So let's see how close our dummy gets. And we can even back out just a hair to make sure. Damn it. There we go. A lot of Shooter's World in that style. Oh, it's beautiful. Obviously, we have to crimp that down, but... sorry, camera. Gotta move again so I can get the calipers out. Okay. What all Shooter's World have you tried, Mark? So far, I've only tried Heavy Pistol, the SOCOM SBR, and Precision, which is actually a stick powder. Alright, are we zero here? Okay, this guy's good. Looking for 2.245. Well, there's 2.255, which will actually fit in our magazine and be totally safe and usable, right? Should we give it some breathing room or seat it a bit deeper where the book suggests? Let me see what the others come out at. Make sure we're nice and concentric. That angle looks horrible. It's not that bad, I swear. Come on. There we go. Heavy pistol, auto pistol, gluck gluck. Oh, I don't know what that says. Which Shooter's World is like 296? They have a blackout. Actually, we'll grab their manual and look at their, yeah, again, 2.257 that time. A little bit longer. Let me get this last one. And then we'll look at their version of the burn rate chart. Because it's confusing as hell. Blackout, clean shot, precision. There's more, I know it. Okay. Let's have a look here. Where did I put the book? What am I looking at? Their burn rate chart. Okay, we're going to move the camera again, sorry. So, here is H110, and they're suggesting Heavy Pistol, which is the one that we're using right now, is just faster than that, and Buffalo Rifle is just slower burning. So if you've used any 5744 or I guess something in that range. What else do we have? 300 MP. If you've tried the Alliant. It's right in between, 4227, 4198. They just added AK Plus. Yeah. There we go. This Rip-It wasn't horrible. It's the berry mix. 3-way berry mix. Yeah, okay. So there you go, James. We have the, whatever there. Close enough, yep. Anyways. Whee! Alright, I guess we got these three seated. Should we go back down to 2245 or leave it at 2255? Yeah, 2255, 2256, 2254. That's good enough, right? That'll work, right? Okay. Where are we at? 21.7. We gotta turn this crappy thing on again. 21.7. on our somewhat digital, or our somewhat leveled and zeroed scale. So you use H110 data for heavy pistol. We are using accurate number 9 data. Accurate number 9. Remember, they're soft points. So as in, like, for feeding, is it going to booger that up if it's too long? Or, sorry, I'm uneducated on the subject. But we can lower all these later if we decide to. But you can't take it back out as easily. 21.7. Oh, that's way over. 21.1. Oh yeah, it'll jump all over the place. That's what you're saying? Yeah, totally. So as long as we're going to feed in the magazine. It's too confusing for you to use the powder. Well, they don't have 350 Legend data for it, but they have lots of blackout data. Or is it? I'm using it for my 160 grain Lee mold. So that's what they give you. 12 to 14 grains for a 140 grain. 13 to 15. Oh yeah, there we go. 13 grains to 15 grains. So for 110 grains, your H110, that's going to be almost 18 or 20 grains. So this is way, way faster burning than H110. And I believe our scale is on 21, oops, 0.7. James, I think you would like, or could get some use out of the heavy pistol for blackout at least. See, the scale turned off in that short amount of time. Whee. On at 0.8, 1, 1.3. That'll work. 21.6. Just came through Wheeling. Where's that at? I've heard of that. Or I've seen it on a map, or I've seen it on the commercials or something. Blurp blurp. My phone's going off. Ooh. Do we get? Not one more. There it is. All right. Here's our second case of 21.7. One more. Might be a tad over on that one. Whoa! Just a hair. Maybe. Might have got too much. No, we'll take it. We'll take it. 21.7. Thought you said you're from West Virginia. No, I think earlier I said Tools and Targets was from West Virginia. I live in Tennessee. Sorry about that. Oh! Don't spill it. Okay, make sure it's still good. Close enough. right, we'll get these 3 seated here. I'll try to not move it all so much. There we go. I do have another box of these on hand, so we've got a couple to play with here to make sure we get a good load with these bullets at least. But then I've got like 10 different cast bullets I want to start trying. So that could be lots of fun. And I think Booze and Bullets says he's going to make me some zinc. So I'm going to try some of those. Got your mold today. What mold is it? Which one did you get? Oh gosh. New molds are always exciting. Ooh. Drive through there sometimes too? Heck yeah. So what are you hauling? What you carrying around with you? Alright, there's our last 21.7. Let's see what these overall lengths look like. That one looks a little bit long, but again, yeah, soft points. Yeah, perfect. We are good to go. Beautiful. And now we've got 3 more at 22. The 358 130 round flat. That sounds pretty cool, brother. Alright, back over to the powder. Okay. 3 more and then we're going to do our 2400 loads. You're hauling cars or you're driving cars? You're probably hauling them, right? What kind of cars? Nine cars. Oh, dang, son. You better not be like talking and driving that sucker right now, buddy. Probably got one of them fancy talk to texty things or something. Oh, shoot. Alright, just a little more here. $22. Look like you need to clean your powder scale. Hey, mister. You're not the first person to say that. And you're totally correct. I need to have a stream just to clean my scale. And I don't... What would be some good... like what would work really well on this to get some of this stain and some dust and some... I don't know. Do you guys have any suggestions to kind of clean this guy up? Tread, what is up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate the shout out back in the Georgia Shooting Connection chat earlier there. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to get off of work and then make it in time for that because today I had to mow the lawn. Had to do dinner, take a shower, all that crap. So it's hard to get here for the Eastern time zone when they start. But hopefully here soon we'll be able to get into it. $22.2. Heck no, that's too many. We'll try that. Hands-free only, safety first. Yes, sir, you know it. I drove a tour bus for like 3 hours, and that, you know, raised my blood pressure just a little bit. Ooh, might have got a little too much there. Would suggest alcohol and a light degreaser and a ton of Q-tips. Measure out some weights and retest after cleaning. I actually have this. This is my only test weight, but I need to get a little set of check weights. And this one's way too heavy for this scale, so I need to find a couple bullets or something that I can consistently measure and just see how that looks afterwards. Thank you for the tip. We're going to give that a shot. Alcohol is always good for sensitive equipment. Well, that makes sense. And I've used that before on computer stuff and, you know, electronics and stuff like that. Scale needs a power washer. Now, James, I could just throw it in the dishwasher, right? Put this part in the little silverware tray. Throw that up top with the cups. We're good to go, brother. Come on, come on. A little bit more here. Okay, we'll try that. Take a baby wipe to it first, and then Q-tips and alcohol. That'd probably be better for that first layer. A little more here. Boom. Yeah, did you hear that one? Well, now we got a car going off in the street there. Goddamn kids blowing up my lawn. Rawr. Yeah, I'll be that old guy. Wow. But I also used to be the stupid younger guy, too. Alright, gonna be good. Finish the night off. Alright, Mark, thanks for stopping in, brother. We'll see you next time. Oh, yeah, I gotta stretch, pop my back a little bit. Alright. I don't like how far this is hanging out. Can we move you? Ooh. I want to make it taller without shrinking the width. Or rather, skinnier without going tall. I don't know. We'll go with that. Alright, we got 3 more to seat here. And then we'll do 2400. There we are. Sounds like the ER. Yeah, they got it though. All good. All good. One time we bought a whole case of those mortar style fireworks. Cut the little balls open. Stuffed a huge chunk of PVC pipe with it. All the powder and all this filling and stuff. Put a fuse into it. And then it created a pretty decent sized crater, which my dad later found and was not happy about. So, those are fun. They are fun. As in a Lant 2400? That is correct. We're not going to get quite as much velocity, but for blackout, I've had good accuracy with 2400, and that's what we're trying for here. So, come on. There we go. If you mean Wheeling, West Virginia, went through there Thursday. All right. Nice. Is that the hilly side over there? Or is it not too bad? Just about 2 pounds. Heck yeah. I actually got this one like a year ago, but I saw it on Midway or Powder Valley, I think. It didn't last very long. I haven't seen the Alliance stuff as much as like Hodgdon's or IMR's over the past year maybe, but if you can find an Alliance powder you like, you're going to like it and you're going to want it, but they're expensiver and they're harder to find sometimes. All right, there we go. Should I don't want to change the dye. I don't want to have to change my seeding dye to crimp and then go back to the seeding dye and then to crimp again. So should we just have faith that they're all going to chamber and do the other 10? Or just go ahead and crimp it and switch back and not be a baby about changing it because it'll only take 2 minutes. To crimp now or to crimp everything later? But I would like everything to have a consistent seeding depth, which I guess I can be real careful taking this out here. You know? 34 a pound, local dealer. Well, oh wow. Under the sticker, this says $26.95 for 2,400. But look at this Unique. Unique was a little more. Come on. Come on. Focus. Come on. Well, anyways, Unique was $31 for a pound. 2,400 was only $26. So we're done with the heavy pistol, though. We'll get that off the bench. Crimp now. You got it. That's what I've been waiting for. Okay, so once again, my previous experiences using the combination dye was crap. I never did it in the same step. I always seeded and then pulled the stem out and then crimped it later. So it worked like 2 different dyes, but I don't like this specific dye. As you can see, I was talking about the height and all that. It's not the greatest. Alright, we'll just set you aside for a minute. That's probably pretty close to dialed in, so I'm not worried. Whatever. And now for the crimp. See the collet style. I'm just going to barely, so you can see it hits right here where it's not crimped. That's as far as we get. I'm just going to barely close up that bell. Right. You know, pretty easy to set up. I like to raise it up so you can feel it when it hits your brass. Right about there. And it usually takes a little bit to get it going. Yep, still there. But let's see if it actually did anything yet. See, we got a little further. Maybe another quarter turn. Alright. Ooh. Oh, that's close. It's getting close. It actually went in when I pushed it, but we need smooth action here. About another 1/8 turn. Oh, beautiful. There it is. And it's only sticking because of the lube, but yeah, there, that's beautiful. Should I go a little further? Just another? Okay, I'm doing that. We're calling it good. Beautiful. Come on, camera. High quality stuff circa 2010. Whatever, we'll try this. Ugh. Yeah, that's good. Doing real good. It's only sticky because of the little bit of lube we left on it there. I'm going to step off screen here, like I'm even on the screen, but I'm going to put one into the magazine and cycle it into my gun here real quick. So YouTube, this is not a firearm, okay? It's a CMMG 350 Legend 20 rounder. Yeah. It's got its own little follower. They cut out right here where your neck would be. There's these ridges. That's a different depth than your normal magazine. There we go. It fits just fine. There's clearance. Up here by Lake Erie. Tow truck is here. What are you getting towed, brother? Surprised we haven't upgraded. Upgraded to what? What'd I miss here? It's really an upgrade to the Lee breech lock bushing. Is that the 4-segmented crimp die? Yes, it is, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, just like all your other rifle style factory crimp dies. Okay, I'll be right back. By that I mean I'm right here, but not on the screen. Alright, we're going to listen to see if it goes. Oh my god, it was beautiful. Incoming. Oh shit. That was just so smooth and perfect. We're rolling with it, guys. Heck yeah. Don't fall over now. Don't fall over, I said. I was thinking taper grip would be better. It might be, but again, the die is really annoying for me to set up, so I grabbed this. And it also has the carbide ring that squeezes the whole case down, if you remember that from the other pistol-y style. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Alright. Crimp these real quick. Woo. If you do it hard enough, it leaves the lines like you get on your 223 or whatever. There we go. Right in, and then there we are. Right out. .350 Legend has to be tapered, correct? Well, apparently this works. And it does headspace off the mouth, that is correct. But they made a factory crimp die, call it style. And as long as you don't overdo it where it actually reduces the diameter. Because all I'm doing is taking off the bell. So I'm just straightening it out. I'm not actually trying to grab the bullet with it. If that makes sense. We'll just check them all. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Good enough. Just perfect. Those are two different things, but it's good enough for my purposes. They should have a taper crimp die in my mind. Well, the seating die does the taper crimp as well, but it's really horribly spaced and engineered to function with the seating stem or without it. So I've just not had the best luck there. And again, I'm just straightening out the bell and not trying to actually squeeze the case. There we go. We got our heavy pistol. 9 rounds of that ready to go. And oh god, there goes the scale. Oh no. Isn't they call it a form of taper? Probably. But again, I'm just going to this shape and not this shape. So there's probably, you screw it down far enough, it'll start doing this. But it shouldn't do this. It'll do this, but not that. This and that. Very descriptive scientific wordage here. I was never great at, public speaking, so... Oh. I'm sorry, scale! Huh. We'll be okay, right? You okay, buddy? Okay, I'll show you my half-ass zero. There we go. Are you on 0? No, you're not. There we go. La la la. Is it reading a 10th low now? I think it is. Make sure that's seated the same. Get it all settled in. There it is. Yeah, that's just fine. Perfect. Anyways, I was going for this to put our loads away. Where I need to designate we used our heavy pistol. Anybody got some painter tape laying around? Painter tape, anybody? Or even some, what have we got? Where have we got it? Here it is. Where did my marker go? Talk about unprofessional. Oh shoot. SWHP. And then we'll put a 2400 here. Okay. We need to do some homework though and figure out our charges for the 2400. Over here, yep, there we go. And then put our 2400 on this side. There we go. Okay. We put our heavy pistol away. It's off the table. We have to go back to our seating die, which should be pretty close. And so should the crimp die as long as I don't move the lock rings. So no big deal. But yes, the bushing system would be cool. I respect the merits of the bushing system. Okay. The collet will put a ring around the brass slightly below the case mouth. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't done it that hard to do it yet. But I'll use one of these dumb... Actually, I did. Let me find one here. Look at all these flavors I have to try in the legend here. Too many things going on. Okay, eventually... These are all totally banged up because I was trying to make these dummies when my gun was crappy, and it's a Bear Creek Arsenal, so it's still probably pretty crappy, but they had to freaking chamber it for me. I sent it back to them, and you can see where these got all banged up and deformed trying to feed. Wow. But I crimped some of them just to try it. I thought. Maybe I'm full of crap. I lied. I lied. I thought I did though. But yeah, it'll totally, you know, put a ring around your stuff there. Homework for 2400. That's what we need to do. Okay, back to the Hornady manual. Pardon the crappy digital scale for a second. Bring back our literature. And then we'll look at the 2400 data. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Gotta get this all moved. 2400, we start at 21.7 and go to 28. Or 22.8, sorry. And we have 10 of these. And I want to see what kind of pressure we get from that maximum charge. So we're going to stop at 22.8. And go down 3/10. Do you think we should do 2/10 or 3/10 between shots? Because really, again, I'm just looking to see where I see pressure. And after that, we'll come back and look for accuracy, which is what we're doing with our heavy pistol. And a delicious piece of chewing gum. All right. We'll do GGW says 0.3. Sounds good. 22.5. 22.2. 21.9. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 20.7. 8, 9. 20.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 charges. And that's what we'll go with. Alright. It'd be really helpful if I had a chronograph also. Because we could sort of, you know, this could pretty much just be the srsly workup. But I'm just doing it to see pressure. But if I had a chronograph, we could see if there were any velocity nodes. And that would be a different way to find your load. But I don't have a chronograph, so this is my method at this time. 2400. There we go. All right. Back to the crappy scale. And we're starting at 20.1. Have you looked at your can of 2400 yet? Or have you looked at the actual powder? Because I feel like this picture is misleading. See the shape of the powder in this picture? I can't reach into this 12-inch can, but we'll fill up the trickler and scoop out of there. So yeah, anyways, look at this. It shows a flaky powder, a bulky, flaky powder. But these are actually like the smallest little extruded sticks I've ever seen. Right? Looks like a ball, but they're extruded. But here we go. We got to get 20.1, 20.1. All right. And this stuff is very dense for the amount of volume it takes up. Whoa! I also need to write on the cases here as we fill them. 0.1 of 2400. There we go. And we look level there on the beam scale. We'll take it. Yeah, not quite as full as the heavy pistol, but we'll take a look at our maximum charge and see what it looks like then. And did I reset my seating die or did I just screw it in? We'll just get her set there real quick. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do these one at a time, just so I don't spill anything, knocking stuff over. Okay. Yeah, look at that new brass. Don't that pretty? It just has a different shine when it's brand new. Okay, where's our pan? 28.4. $20.4, please. Yeah, a little more, a little more. 19.4, come on, boom. Okay, just a little more. A little self-trickling, if you will. Oh, too much there, dummy. There we go. Settle down now. Okay, I guess we're still over. Easy. Okay. 20.4. Of 2400. Keep the digital scale awake. Yep. Looks a little fuller, maybe. Approximately 3/10 fuller. Ha. There we go. 20.7. Okay. $20.5 is pretty close. Need a little more. You can almost count the kernels. 20.7. 2400. Funnel, please. And there we go. Oh yeah, what do we look like? It's starting to fill up, right? Just get her seated real quick. Beautiful. Next one. 21.0. There we go. Gotta turn this one back on. $19.9. Oh. There we go, 21. 21.0, 2400. Do you guys have a better way to mark your cases? I've seen people color code them with different colors of Sharpie and different striping patterns and stuff. Different primer, sealant colors. How do you designate your loads? For a workup at least like this. I just write it on there with the dang Sharpie. 21.3. Oops. Dropped the kernel. $1.3. Oh, a little heavy there. This one's gonna be way heavy. Bonk. Mm-hmm. 21. Oh no, too much. Dang it. I really need like an auto charger. Who said they were getting the Charge Master? Close enough. What was that? 21.3. I'll have to write it here in a second. Ha! Meg, what's up, brother? How you doing? Ones that are different, segregate and dispose of. Well, sure. That's the smart way. If you drop the box, they all get mixed up. You know exactly which ones. Yeah, that's also my other train of thought, because I'm really clumsy and I'm prone to just knock the whole freaking bench over. What's that? 21.3. 2,400. Bought the IntelliDropper. Haven't taken it out of the box yet. Is that the Frankfurt Arsenal and you can Bluetooth it on your phone and all that crazy stuff? $21, not 6, dummy. 21.7. Let me pre-mark the case here. 21. No, it is 1.6. Learn to math. 21.6. Sorry. Has anyone else IntelliDroppered before? Tools and Targets, welcome, brother. Don't you ever sleep? Generally not very often, no. Gonna need to fill up my little trickler scoopy here. Way too much. Not 28. That'll blow your face off. Come on. 21.6, please. Oh, shoot. Bet we went high. Sharpie the brass and throw everything into marked sandwich bags. See, that's smart too. I did some sandwich baggy action. But even like, you know, if the brass flies away and you try and match them up later to compare pressures, then, you know, they might get mixed up there as well. There we go. 21.6. Dropped a full box of 30-30 out of the back of the Tahoe, and they all got mixed up, and the info is on the lid. That does not sound like any fun whatsoever. I've not gotten into electronic scales yet. Sounds really nifty, but most of the time I'm using the Dillon over here, which has an automated dropper, and then I'll use the RCBS Uniflow if I'm doing something else like that. So really only for this load workup situation, you know, that's when I'll do it like this. Oh yeah, Tools, how did your giveaway go? I totally missed it, but I hope it went well. Jam says you caught a guy cheating. That's incredible. Also incredibly bullcrap. What kind of loser? You know. Whatever. 21.9. There we go. 21.9. Let's write the case first. Been loading anything up yet, Tools? Screwed up and made one word in his username wrong. That's kind of funny. Someone needs to like cut that out, and I just spilled powder again. Dang it, dummy. Someone needs to clip that somehow and like upload you saying, excuse me, sir. Or was this before the show? You just disqualified him because you knew he was putting in more accounts or whatever. Either way, good on you catching it. What an idiot. What an idiot. Okay, getting there. A little more. Wasn't quite a cluster as you thought, but it was something. Alright, I hear you. I thought you did a very good job explaining and laying out your rules. You covered all the stupid loopholes and you said, don't do this crap, don't do that. It all sounded perfect. So, I bet it went smooth. I bet you did just fine. Especially when you put it all out like that out front. And then people, you know, act like idiots. Do you remember when JRB dropped the 38 special rounds? I watched that episode yesterday. I saw that episode yesterday, actually. Well, that wasn't the first time I've seen it. But yeah, he was doing his plus P gold dot? Or no, XTPs. Doing the XTPs with Silhouette and Long Shot, I believe. West Covina Dodge, welcome, brother. How we doing? It was when you called a name, the guy wasn't there, so he went and tried to... Wow. Wow, that's... So he tried to hurry and make a Gmail or something. What an idiot. What an idiot. Like, look at all this powder. I'm an idiot too. There we go, back in the thing. Next charge, 22.2. 22.2. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't pull my name, Tools, because I was totally like, I'll be there. And then I wasn't there, so I would have looked silly. But congratulations on 5,000. You're probably already at what, like 12 or 13 since doing that? 22.2. There we go. Once again, we got to turn on old faithful digital guy here. All right, DJ, you have a wonderful night, sir. We will talk at you later. You have a good one. 22.2. Come on, get into this area. Yeah, close enough for the digital thing, and then we'll move here. All right, we're a little short. Started resizing a little brass, but I got to make myself sit down and get some rounds done. If I didn't want to make a vid, you could get it done easier. I totally feel you. It's not that it's like a pain or an inconvenience to be filming it, because it's pretty fun for me at least. I'd be doing this stuff anyways as far as loading. But if I can bring all y'all fellers around with me, it's not that bad to set it up and either make a video or stream like this. So for me at least, it's more fun with you guys here instead of, you know, it's almost 1 in the morning on a Friday night. So, you know, at least here we can hang out and talk and all that stuff. And we had people earlier, they're sizing their own brass and reloading their own stuff and doing that, and I'm in the background, and that's all cool. 22.2 grains, getting fuller, but still not there. Two more after this. Really wanted to see the results. Still got a little shaking room in there. 22.5. James, everybody thinks the scale needs a power wash. It's not just you. One of my very first videos, Uncle Jim was like, nice, now go and clean your scale. And one day I'll have a scale cleaning stream. We're going to get some baby wipes and some alcohol and some Q-tips, and we'll clean up the scale, I guess. I don't know, Doug. Whatever we want to do, right? 22.5. Getting down in there with the scooper. $22.5. Almost. 22.4. We'll try that. We talked about that already. And a power washer? No, I don't think I can stream with the power washer. Oh, shoot. Ha! That's not how you trickle. You don't just... Blah. You can't even see it. I'm sorry. We there? Almost. Took out too much, most likely. Where are we? Come on. There we are. Perfect, beautiful, excellent, 10 out of 10. Got some nice clean ballistic gel. Heck yeah. What are you testing in the 300 blackout? You said you had tons of ammo to try. I bet there's not going to be a whole lot left of that gel. Yeah, it's called character. It's not dirty, it's called character. And if it were a guitar, they would call it road worn. Okay? If it was something else, they'd call it vintage. It's what the kids are doing these days. A nice patina. Ooh, getting up there. And we have one more after this. Okay, I'm out getting late here in South Carolina. Roger that. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate you. I'm actually going to be wrapping it up here once we get this last one done. Because I got to hit the range tomorrow and test all this stuff out. We got to get this last one measured and then we crimp everything and we'll be good. Last one, 22.8. There we go. Gotta turn on the scale. Ba-ba-da-ba. 22.8. Not 24. Not 23. Ah, my hands are full. I can't do stuff. There we go. Have a good night, Tread. We'll see you next time, buddy. 22.8. Ah, just did like 4 more kernels. Boop. There it is. We'll take it. 22.8. 22.8 of 2400. Doing the range thing Saturday and Sunday. Should be some fun stuff. Well, are you taking the fam out again? Are you doing some 4th of July festivities? Oh, we're getting up there. But, you know, Hornady's data is generally on the safer side. So I bet if we're not seeing any pressure, I could work up if I really wanted to. Oh, all right. Got to put a bullet on next, dummy. Got to make a freedom-filled vid on the 4th to trigger the YouTube snowflakes. Okay, so I saw your post about it, and I've heard a lot of other people talk about it. But this is my first 4th as a YouTuber. So what do I need to do to participate to make the snowflakes angry? Because I can try to do that. Alright, now we have to crimp these. I'll try not to move you too much. Woo-hoo. Okay. Just pull this guy out real quick. That's what she said. Come on. Here we go. We'll see if the lock ring is somewhat close. Gonna make some martini blanks for the 4th. That sounds cool. I've never shot any of those old Henrys. Is it the Martini Henry? Is that what you're talking about? Never done any of that, or the trapdoor stuff, or anything really old or cool like that at all. That feels a little tight. We're going to come out first. Oh, there we go, a little crimpy crimp. Ooh, yeah. Still a little tight. We'll go back down a hair. Scoop. Just make a shooting video. That's about all it takes. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Perfect. And again, this actually checks our headspace as well, so we're good there. Some steel wool on that monster case would be impressive. What monster case? On my gauge? On my dirty ass case gauge? Yeah, we could clean it up, I'm sure. Alright, before I smudge everything off, there we go. Plunked just perfectly. Wow. So I just got to make a shooting video? Well, I'll be at the range tomorrow. Should I do a classic dude bro mag dumping? Just show up, you blast through like 100 rounds, and then you just peace out. You leave all your brass, and then I pick it up. Ha! Last one, does it work? Beautiful. Okay, AVG, I know you've expired. Get off my screen. Plunk, and it falls out. Oh my god. Beautiful. Try you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful. I like it. Pat shoots a mortar round. Ew. I like mortars. Alright, I gotta dump this little bit of powder back before I spill everything. Come on. Get out of the little stem, get out of here, give it a shake. Make sure to just clean her out. Okay. Excuse me, crappy digital scale. Excuse me, die set. Excuse me, nicer scale, but it needs a power wash. We got to put these up in here. 20.1, 20.4, 20.7, 20.21. Yep. 21.3, 21.6, 21.9, 22.2. 22.5 and 22.8. There we are. Wear an American flag Speedo and sing God Bless America while you shoot. Dude, you're onto something. I want one of your big ass sombreros though. Doesn't it have the flag on the underside? I'll need to find a Speedo though. You know where I can find a Speedo tomorrow? Alright, let's get this mess cleaned up here. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. It's been fun tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Can't wait to take this to the range. We'll certainly have a range report. I'll try to get some footage while I'm there, but it's kind of hard sometimes. So we'll see what we can do. But no promises as far as range footage. But, oopsie. But we'll definitely have a range report with our findings. And I will keep you guys informed. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Go celebrate with your families. Go make some good food. Go blow stuff up. Celebrate your freedom. You guys have a wonderful night. We will see you in the next live stream or video. Have a wonderful night, fellers. We'll see you. Have a good one.